Making news, Wendy's burger restaurants are coming back to Australia. In a major story all over mainstream news broadcasts in the recent week or so, the US Wendy's burger chain has announced plans for its expansion into the Australian market. The chain has tried before and previously exited the Australian markets in the mid-1980s. Now, this announcement is significant enough as far as a quick service restaurant entry context into the market is concerned, but it is made all the more impactful here because the name is already in use. One brand certainly not excited by the entry into the market is the Australian brand Wendy's Milk Bar, which has been operating in Australia since 1979. It looks like this will play out over some time if the chain does indeed arrive. I actually heard one commentator in varying commentary saying he didn't think consumers would confuse the names being in two different food categories, but I'm not so sure about that, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Subway, a privately owned business, is exploring a sale of the business. The brand has hired JP Morgan, according to reports from CNBC, to help it explore the sale. With 37,000 plus stores globally, the chain could meet a valuation in the vicinity of $10 billion, according to the reports. In a statement from the company, it has outlined that, in quotes, the management team remains committed to the future and will continue to execute against its multi-year transformation journey, which includes a focus on menu innovation, modernisation of restaurants and improvements to its overall guest experience. End quote. And interestingly, again, according to the same CNBC report, the foundation for Subway co-founder Peter Buck, who died in November 2021, announced that he left his 50% ownership to the organisation, meaning it will soon be half owned by a charity, and it's unclear if that will impact any potential sale. But once again, thanks to CNBC for this story. Domino's Australia and New Zealand are hiring 3,500 people with a new training platform. So Domino's ANZ will be hiring 3,500 people across the countries to coincide with the launch of a new training platform, Path to Excellence. The company described it as, in quotes, an app which offers a world of personal growth and professional development, delivered via a gamified experience that shows team members the pathway to growing themselves personally and professionally and becoming part of the company's leadership development pathways, end quote. The business currently has more than 20,000 team members across the two countries. And according to Domino's global head of people development, Matthew Kershaw, he explained that for many, a career at Domino's is about more than just pizza, and this new training platform will showcase how far a career at the company can actually take you. So we've already seen this at Domino's, where currently the ANZ CEO David Burness is an ex-delivery driver, and Don May, Group CEO and Managing Director, also started as a delivery driver. So progressing through the ranks in Domino's Pizza Australia and New Zealand is already well set in the DNA of this business. Guzman Y Gomez, 60 facts in 60 days. In a highly visible branding campaign, Mexican fresh fast food provider Guzman Y Gomez has laid out its market manifesto to consumers in a carefully executed campaign through socials. The brand's website says, in quotes, at Guzman Y Gomez, there's a great story behind everything we do, from our food to our people, our history to our merch. We have spent the last couple of months uncovering the unbelievable and little known GYG stories. For the next 60 days, we will be asking Australia, did you know? End quote. So this is classic investment in brand building. We love this sort of stuff, investing, positioning for your franchise brand for your entire network long term. So great work, GYG. And you can follow along yourself in their varying social media platforms. Kiwi Hell Pizza franchise chain launches in the Australian market. In an interesting development for the Australian market, Hell Pizza has launched last week, opening its first location in Brisbane in Newmarket. According to the contact we received from brand representatives recently, Hell Pizza is one of New Zealand's most successful progressive quick service restaurants, with 77 stores known for a commitment to using premium, locally sourced ingredients that comply with high animal welfare standards, and already market leading in Australia in this area in its first week, end quote. To me, it just feels like there is a position here in the market. They are clearly prepared to be more bold in their marketing than many will, and they've shown this over time. And we suspect that this will raise eyebrows in a brand like Crust Pizza, for example, that has positioned itself amongst and on its own almost as in the premium pizza category. The Australian franchise pizza market is dominated by Domino's Pizza and Pizza Hut, who make up around 1,000 locations between them, followed by Crust with around 130 locations. But the gap to the next brand is significant, with that being around only 40 locations. So the numbers in pizza and Australian franchising are really interesting.